Okay, here's a very standard start to the question. We've got two sets of coordinates. We need to set up the gradient and go on to the equation of a line between the 2 points. Make sure you get into that form, and a, b and c have to be whole numbers. Example 5.3 from your chapter 3 notes should help you with that process. B1 may seem familiar. We've got an equation of a line, so we need to set up a point and a gradient, so we can use the y minus y1 recipe. We know it goes through B. We know its gradient must be perpendicular to AB. We've got the gradient of AB, so setting up your point and your gradient shouldn't be hard. And the interesting part of this question is B dotted 2. We know the point C has these coordinates, and angle ABC is a right angle. Now there are two approaches. The long way round is to say, okay, AB is a right angle, so AB and BC must be perpendicular. So BC's gradient must be perpendicular to the gradient of AB. So we can get the gradient of BC as a number. We can go back to the coordinates of B. We can take the coordinates of C, so we can work out the gradient of BC as a subtraction over a subtraction, or we can draw a right angle triangle to get a fraction involving k, whose answer is the gradient of BC, which we've worked out because we knew it was perpendicular to that. And then we can solve this equation for k to get the answer. That works, and if that's the way you get these 2 marks, that's fine. It may seem to you that was a lot of work for 2 marks, and it is. There is another way to get the value of k quicker, and it involves using B part 1. If you draw a diagram, then it's possible, if you've drawn a diagram of the situation in B part 1, it's possible to relate B part 2 to that diagram. And if you succeed in doing that, you might see something simpler that you could do with these numbers k and 7 that will enable you to find k more directly than the other method. But if you don't see that method, then the long way round is perfectly good. Either method will work. And if you're ambitious, you'll obviously want to try it both ways to make sure that you've got both strategies banked in case you need them.